You ready to see progress? Welcome back in. So a construction project feels like it never ends when you're building a house, but we have a lot going on behind the scenes that you can't see. Come upstairs, so much happening. This home for me as a designer was so uniquely challenging because I was my own client. And I think really doing that in a way where I was thinking about my forever home, not my ability to design and make a return on investment based on good design decisions and something I've rehabbed. This project was personal, and it was personal in all the ways that I ask my clients to give of themselves. And I think I learned a lot from having to be there so emotionally and vulnerably with myself. We have framed-in bedrooms. I mean, you guys have seen construction sites, yes, right? No? If not, here you go. This is what they look like. This is technically a bedroom, but it's gonna be my closet, you guys. And then this will be more like, you know, just think racks. This whole room hopefully will look like its own organized retail store, okay? Tools, 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 wood, tools, dust. That's what construction sites are. So when you get to the top of the stairs, this is gonna be the door to my bedroom. My bedroom's actually on the fourth level, I guess you'd call it. So this is gonna be one door to get into my bedroom and then one door to get into my closet. So I'm super excited about that, and those stairs are going in now. Here are the boys' rooms. So I did 2 rooms with a Jack and Jill bath. Okay, so this is their bathroom, and basically we have, it's boy-sized. So you have the shower here with your nice window light, and then you have one entrance. I'm doing a lot of pocket doors. Swinging doors for me just encroach on space. So this one's gonna be a pocket door this way, this one's gonna be a pocket door that way. So both boys have access to their Jack and Jill bath. And then we'll have a sink and a toilet here. What I'm excited about is I might fit a sink, and I'm thinking about finding a stackable washer dryer. If I can find one with low enough depth, I might have to look at a few European products. I'm gonna teach my boys to do their laundry early. So this is the second bedroom, nice space. Hey, the boys should be lucky to be here. It's not the biggest of rooms, but I think that that's also a construct in our mind. We think bedrooms are supposed to be big, but really we don't live in the bedrooms. We just sleep in them. This is a bed, a closet, a desk, perfect size for that. So then you come up this stairs, this is your hallway. This kind of square that you see here is where the elevator shaft will land on this floor. So that's gonna be the elevator right there. And then these stairs, as you can see, they're kind of like floating right now. So these stairs are gonna turn this way. So basically you have the option to go upstairs, or you have the option to go inside the elevator and then into the playroom. So there will be no doorway on this playroom. It's just an open sort of living area at the end of the hallway. And also the main guest bathroom for my second level. The boys' bathroom is their own. We won't want guests using that. So this is your main bathroom for this floor, and I love that it's open and sort of greets you. This whole space I'm excited about because one of the interesting things that this house had is these giant windows. Somehow I'm gonna create a net in the sky, like a little reading library, because you will have beach views from inside your hammock. Whether I put a ladder there, I also talked to my son about maybe building a rock wall to get up there. And then we'll put some desks in here because my boys are also homeschooled 50% of the time. During this build, my design evolved because I was really focused professionally on product design. And so I brought a lot of those products and that knowledge into this home, but it also started to shape me as my own identity. I've always known my design abilities. I've always had the ability to make everybody else's dreams and visual realities come to life. Everybody walks into this house and is like, oh my gosh, it's so you. I think now we know what that means, and they are absolutely right. Ugh, I still love this view. That is everything to me in this house, but it is a cold California day. We get about 10 of those days, so I will survive. So this is the deck. It's so beautiful, right? I mean, don't get discouraged in construction because things always get worse before they get better. And then this is my master bedroom. This was like a living room, I guess, like an extra living room in the previous house. I'm turning it into your master because you have views from this entire room. But they used to have a staircase here, which I don't understand because you want to get out to the view. So even as this gets filled in, I get super excited because I'm like, yes, like this is what I want, to be able to get as close to the view and interact with the ocean as much as I can. So this gives me a lot more floor space. We're creating a new staircase, so you can see they cut it out here, which is how I will get into my bedroom every day. This actually gets filled in a little bit so that I also have more floor space below the skylight. So the skylight will be like half over the staircase, but then I also want to put a tub below the skylight. It's something I have in my house right now, and it's just so nice to be able to sit in the tub at night, look up at the stars. So I wanted to steal that extra space. So your bed will face this way, and then your tub will be there, your shower will be there, your toilet will be there. So this is the bathroom to the main living area. So this will be used a lot. And because of the way the rooms were situated, I ended up with a really long space. So shower is gonna take up about this much. Then you have your toilet, then you have a sink. You know what I think I'm gonna do in here? A fountain. I was always that girl that was paranoid to use the restroom, especially in common spaces, because you always feel like people can hear you. So I decided with this extra wall space, I'm probably just gonna do a really cool Moroccan fountain. So that beautiful trickle always exists, and there's no reason to be embarrassed here. This is our guest bedroom, guest closet, and then this is a secondary little office. But I captured this space before the guest room because I feel like our guest rooms are just unused spaces 90% of the time in our houses, but we want to have them for friends and family, but we end up using them as offices anyway. So I divided the room, dedicating this to an office, and there's gonna be a whole lot of pocket door situation happening here. And we'll go downstairs. It gets dark down here. So many floors. This is all gonna be washer dryers along here. And then, the construction space. This is where we hold our lumber. Honestly, this is where the garage is, so this is easy access. This is our ADU space. So this has a separate entrance and a separate staircase. So you don't actually have to go inside the house at all to get into this ADU unit. And so what we're building and what you see here is pretty much a bedroom. And then back here, yep, let's just do it. This will be her bathroom, right? So you can get a shower, toilet, a nice little counter in there. And then I'm actually building out a kitchenette sort of in this space. Pretty much all the framing is happening at this space. This is when my mind starts to come to life, where I'm like, okay, I can see it now. Trust me, when you can see it, you can build it. It's like the hardest step of all. So might not look that impressive to you, but there's been a lot of hard work to know where walls are gonna go. They're never gonna change. It's the most important step. So the kitchen, because we kind of didn't talk about the kitchen. Kitchen, heart of the home, most important part. I've already picked our main appliances. So I'm doing double islands here, and I'm really trying not to do upper cabinetry. I want that whole back wall to be reflective antique mirror. Because the stairs jut out anyways, this is a great place for me to put a refrigerator because it'll stick out. Then I'm either gonna put a second oven or possibly a grow refrigerator, which basically means you can like grow your own vegetables and herbs all inside of it. And then we're gonna do double sinks. And then in this island, this is where your cooktop's gonna be. So this is where your range is. I like that you're looking out at the whole space. I think it's fun to like stand here. Then I'm gonna have a second island here, both at the same height, just because that's where everybody gathers in your house. That's where you serve dinners when people come over. So the two islands are really gonna be almost in place of a dining room table. That completes your tour. Back to the work. By the way, you wanna see these two? So you guys got put on the tour, but what ends up happening in here is we basically draw on these things all day and then just make the changes. And we're just having fun. But yeah, you can see it come to life and make changes in real time. There's a house coming, guys. There's a house coming. You can hear it. I'm telling myself more than I'm telling you. I hope you stay tuned because I promise it's gonna get prettier than this and even more exciting. And please, send me all the positive DMs because about 6 months from now is when I'll be pulling out my hair. It's true though. It's always like, you're finding this point because it's like super exciting and you're planning the whole world and framing's happening, and then like 6 months into this process, you're just like, is it ever gonna happen? Stay tuned for that. Should be entertaining.